Can Bezos, Amazon, Verizon partnership compete directly with Elon Musk, Starlink, T-Mobile? Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for once again joining me for tea time. Today we have a little bit of stormy weather. Yep, still not 100%. I'm congested. This is the stuff that I've been using. It's my stormy weather. Have you guys tried any of my teas yet? You haven't? Why the hell not? Go check them out. They're really good. Anyway, stormy weather is one of those teas that I use to kind of clear things up. It doesn't taste the absolute best, but it's one of those teas that just kind of takes it all out. Anyways, guys, bear with me today. I hope you're having a good day, hanging out, talking tech, talking photo, talking video. Today, we're going to be talking about a partnership between Jeff Bezos' Amazon and Verizon and their competition with Elon Musk, Starlink, SpaceX Starlink, and T-Mobile partnership. In the end, competition is good. And while I am a fan of Elon Musk, I don't like one person to have just all supremacy over everything, right? All power. Because then all of a sudden there's no choice. And when there is no choice, you're now at the mercy of one person. And at any point, they can take things away or they can make things so price prohibitive where you cannot even afford it. I think that a lot of competition is going to be seen in the next 4 or 5 years, 10 years for space. This space race, it's a new space race, but instead of in outer space, we're literally talking about, let's just call it inner space. It's not, but let's call it that anyways. So LEO, if you don't know, is low Earth orbit, and LEO is that section between, let's call it 550 kilometers, 300 kilometers, right around there. It's a complete opposite to a geocentric satellite. The geocentric satellites you will use for GPS, for example, and they are at 1,000 kilometers and above. So the low Earth orbit satellites make connectivity really quick. So instead of high latency, you get very low latency. I've seen as low as 18 milliseconds using my Starlink. Before we go any further, I want to say 2 things. Number 1, if you haven't downloaded any of my ebooks as of yet, go check them out. They are 100% free. Go over to JCristina.com/books. Once again, JCristina.com/books. Also, if you're looking for a VPN, the VPN that I'm currently using is PureVPN. Those guys over there have given me a code that will give you approximately 82% off. If you're looking to secure your business or your family's data and maybe become a little bit more anonymous on the web, a VPN is what you need. Go check out PureVPN. I have that link down below in the pinned comment as well as the description. At any rate, Jeff Bezos put together a project called Project Kuiper. Project Kuiper is a direct competitor with SpaceX Starlink. It will be LEO satellites, an entire constellation, and it is very similar into what he's trying to do with it. Now, Kuiper, or Project Kuiper, has taken its name from that ring of icy rocks that orbit our solar system right outside or just beyond Neptune. And those rocks have been there, those icy boulders, let's call them, have been there since the very beginning of, or the onset of our solar system. So Project Kuiper aims to put 3,200, let's call it, satellites into LEO, low Earth orbit, and then once again compete with Elon Musk when it comes to connectivity. So the idea here is, according to them, quote, improve internet access to underserved areas worldwide. Does that not sound identical to what the mission statement was for SpaceX Starlink that Elon Musk said at the very beginning? Exact. Once again, quote, improve internet access to underserved areas worldwide. Well, Elon Musk has definitely expanded upon that because now some of the underserved are not getting service, but the overserved are. But that's once again for another video. Anyways, to do this, a new alliance has been formed between Verizon and Amazon's Kuiper. So Amazon now is going to combine forces with Verizon. which would combine the wireless or cellular technology of Verizon with Amazon's Kuiper's satellites in LEO. Very similar to what Elon Musk has done with SpaceX Starlink and T-Mobile partnership. Almost identical. According to the article over at Intelligent Living, they state Verizon will gain a lot from the partnership. This could help Verizon finally deliver on its promise of 5G service, which was the first to present to the world, but has since lagged behind T-Mobile. Very interesting. Now, speaking about T-Mobile, like I said, Elon Musk, SpaceX Starlink, and T-Mobile have joined forces, right? They have partnered together. Now, I just don't understand how Amazon's Kuiper as well as Verizon, where they're both two laggers in their industry. You have Verizon, which are lagging behind in 5G compared to T-Mobile. And then, of course, you have the Project Kuiper from Amazon, Jeff Bezos, that's way behind Elon Musk, low Earth orbiting SpaceX Starlink. I don't understand it, but they're going to give it a go. So the way Intelligent Living sees it is this. Verizon's problem stems partly from its focus on wave or millimeter wave, which while extraordinarily fast, falls short in range. Meanwhile, T-Mobile acquired mid-band spectrum, which provides a broader coverage area. Verizon's other issue is that the wave is how expensive to scale because more nodes are required to make up for the short range. Makes sense. So Verizon just is focusing on speed, but just not the width of it. So they need a ton more nodes to be able to cover more people. So while it could be faster in the long run, it's just going to cost a lot to get there, and they're not there. Verizon CEO and Chairman Hans Vestberg said this, quote, Project Kuiper offers flexibility and unique capabilities for a LEO satellite system, and we're excited about the prospect of adding a complementary connectivity layer to our existing partnership with Amazon. Sounds good. He adds by saying, we know the future will be built on our 5G network, designed for mobility, fixed wireless access, and real-time cloud computing. But more importantly, we believe that the power of this technology must be accessible to all. Today's announcement will help us explore ways to bridge that divide. We've heard about this digital divide, right? Maybe I'll put my video here. Bridge that divide and accelerate the benefits and innovation of wireless connectivity, helping benefit our customers on both global and local scale. So it sounds fantastic, right? The FCC has granted Amazon authority to loft around 3,200 satellites into orbit. Still, until those satellites are physically launched into space, all this remains hypothetical, with a provision that half must be orbiting by 2026. Amazon has stated that their broadband service will be accessible once 578 satellites have entered orbit, and the remaining LEO constellation is expected to enter orbit by 2029. Additionally, Amazon has stated its intent to invest $10 billion in Project Kuiper and has already committed to 9 LEO missions contracted with United Launch Alliance. Not with Elon Musk SpaceX, you hear. United Launch Alliance. Until they can't do it, and then they'll be on the phone, Elon, can you launch some of our satellites? And he'll be like, yeah, throw me some coin. Anyways, in a notable example of cross-pollination in big tech expansion, Amazon hired several members of Facebook's now defunct satellite team. Interesting. Amazon will need all the help that it can get to compete with SpaceX, especially after Elon Musk, the CEO of SpaceX, made $36 billion in one day after Tesla's market cap surpassed $1 trillion, putting it in the company with Apple, Amazon, Alphabet, and Microsoft. So I agree with what they're saying here. I just think that it is just, I wouldn't say far-fetched, but it is going to be very difficult. It will be an uphill battle for certain. You have Elon Musk that has just got rocket launching just like a little kid, right? He's launching them continuously. And his mom just keeps on buying him those little rocket packs, those little rocket engines, and he just launches them all day long with no problem, right? There's like no end in sight. And instead of just launching them and then the chunks of the rocket, the lower, the mid, just goes and lands in the ocean and they got to go fish it out, which makes them kind of useless with the salt water and everything. I mean, they land pristine on the back of a drone boat. And then it's ferried back to be refueled and launched up again. I mean, it's hard to compete with that. In my estimation, Elon Musk is kind of like the Henry Ford of space. I mean, he creates this wonderful assembly line and he's just launching and launching and launching and it's crazy. So how do you compete with that? Number one. Also, you have Verizon that is definitely lackluster in comparison to T-Mobile when it comes to 5G connectivity worldwide. There's just a lot of problems with that two pairing in comparison to the pairing of Elon Musk, SpaceX Starlink, and T-Mobile. What say you? I want to know your thoughts on this. I once again think that competition is mission critical. I don't care what business you're in, what market you're in, what sector you're in. Competition is mission critical for the consumer, right? So the more, the merrier. So I hope they do give Elon a run for his money. It'll be good for us, right? It'll be good for us, but we'll see how it all turns out. Once again, what say you? In the comment area below this video, let's have this discussion. Also, if you want more SpaceX Starlink coverage, I have over 100 videos in a Starlink playlist. I'll put a link over here. Go check that out after you're done watching this video. There is a ton of great information. Helpful how-tos, tips, tricks, what to do, what not to do, what to buy, what not to buy, and most importantly, why. That's what this channel is all about, the why. So if you enjoyed this video, even in the least, please consider throwing it a thumbs up. That would be very helpful. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel as of yet, please do so. And if you are, click this little button over here. So when I go live or when a new video comes out, you will be notified of it immediately. And finally, head over to my website, JCristina.com, where you can find all the photography tools I've invented for you and me over the years. And hopefully there's something there that you might like. And if there is, please pick it up and support me and my family. That's it, guys. I'm out of here for another vlog. Many blessings to you and your family. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next one. Love you all.